It's a play about insides and outsides, about these two households and everything that they represent in terms of Verona, and being surrounded by walls that are ancient walls. But it's also about heat. Shakespeare sets this at a very deliberate and marked time in the calendar. In that conversation, the first conversation between Juliet, the nurse, and her mother, the mother asks the nurse, how old is Juliet? And the nurse says, when is it Lammastide? Lammastide is the 1st of August. And Juliet's birthday is the eve of Lammastide. So Juliet's birthday is the 31st of July. And this play is set a fortnight odd days before her birthday. So she's still 13, coming up to her 14th birthday in a fortnight's time. But that means that this play is set in the dog days of July, in the heat of July, when the nights are short and the days are long and boys are on the streets and can get up to a lot of heated trouble. So Shakespeare is very clear about that. But he also then puts the pressure on the play by, as it were, choreographing it, cinematographically filming this play across 4 days. So it starts on the Sunday morning with Samson and Gregory out on the street. Capulet's ball is on Sunday night. We travel through Monday morning when the nurse goes out onto the streets to find Romeo, because early on Monday morning, Romeo and Juliet have had the balcony scene and Romeo has promised to meet her the following day. They do, they get married. Then he meets Tybalt in the street on Monday afternoon. Then there's the street fight and Tybalt is killed and Mercutio is killed and Romeo is banished, and that happens on Monday and off he goes. They have their night together on Tuesday morning. They say farewell to each other on the balcony. Off he goes. In comes mother, says your father has arranged for you to marry Paris. That's going to happen on Thursday. No, it can't. And by Wednesday, that new wedding is going to happen. Wednesday night, of course, Wednesday morning, Juliet is found dead. Wednesday night, Romeo comes to get her out of the tomb. Thursday morning, the families all come together in the tomb to see all the young people dead. So a play that is set relentlessly across 4 days, and people keep talking about the clocks chiming and the bells sounding and knowing that it's morning, it's afternoon, it's evening, and so on. So a lot of pressure is put on the play in terms of the story that it's telling about these quick, bright things that are going to come to death, like lightning.